Seems an age ago for the last time Ammann Müller finished ahead of his Austrian teammate in the race. And that might not be about to change, because this position is not secure. Preining trying to take points out of his championship rival. Said at the start of the weekend, just going to have to try and win both races. The win doesn't look like it's on the cards. Preining thinking about the late lunge, and look, they're basically tight to the opposite side of the circuit that they'd normally be in, nowhere near the racing line, and the teammates aren't treating each other as such. They are going toe to toe, and all of the time it's allowed the cars behind, including Nick Jelly and Van Lagen, to close in. There is Van Lagen, and the car behind is Jelly. Here comes Preining now into turn number 4. Ammann Müller forced to lock up, and they're not being kind to each other, the teammates, because they're championship rivals. And will Preining now have the traction to go ahead? No, not quite, but Jelly is right there. Van Lagen ahead, and then his 2 championship rivals. Nick Jelly, after starting 9th, won't believe what he's seeing, but at the moment, he's right there. The BWT Lechner Racing cars, well, we said you wouldn't want to be down in the pit lane watching them, because you had a feeling that was always going to come. Van Lagen's been warned. The black and white flag for driving standards warning Van Lagen, keep it on the road. Look at how close they were down to turn number 1, hugging the opposite side of the racetrack. And the late lunge there could have so easily been a spin, like we saw for Zaid Ashkanani at the start of the race. Ammann Müller on the outside, his championship rival Preining, albeit an outsider, and all over the curves. He had no way of knowing if he could slow that down. That was on the limit. Preining isn't considering the fact that he is the newcomer to the team. He wants to continue this strong run of form. And Lauer absolutely delighted that they've started fighting between themselves. We're on lap 14 of this so entertaining race. Once again, Preining, super committed. It is dirty, it is dusty out there, but he'll just about get it slowed down. But will he be able to keep the cars behind? Van Lagen, you can see how much he's closed in. Jelly nearly nudging his teammate through the corner. Absolutely desperate to get past. And the teammates are racing each other. This is for second place at the furthest part. Ammann Müller will be on for second place. He is all over the road defending. So close. Oh, he's so close to losing it there. Such drama. Nick Jelly trying to go around the outside of his teammate. He'll biff in, but he won't have the inside line. Elbows out now for the championship contender. Will Van Lagen risk it? Nick Jelly, as they go to the S's, who has the momentum? It's Jelly who gets through. Fantastic stuff there when he needed it most. And he won't believe it, but his 2 championship rivals are right there in front of him. Nick Jelly has responded to a dire qualifying. His teammate ahead, this is how he was able to improve. This is for 4th position once the penalty is applied. But that was excellent stuff. Risked it out there. Came back in. Little bit of contact. Was he prepared to risk his championship chances? Yes, he was. Preining still not giving up the fight. Jelly will want to see more scraps between the BWT Lechner Racing cars. Ammann Müller and Preining could open the door for their rival. Ammann Müller under the most pressure he's been on for years. He is really having to shoulder this one. Preining once again a deliberate move, but he's too far back. This time Ammann Müller getting the exit right. We're on the penultimate lap of the race. Larry Tenford has a time penalty. He will drop down to what will become 7th position. And Ammann Müller, who has done enough so far, has got through the difficult part of the racetrack. This is where he was under enormous pressure. You can see how much Latour is close on Van Lagen as they were all scrapping. There is Latour in the background. Latour, who has won this year at Silverstone, his teammate in the Martinet by Almera's Cup, has not managed to do so. And Anne Lauer is closing in on a 3rd podium in the Super Cup and his first ever visit to the top step. Larry Tenford will wonder what might have been, and Ammann Müller, as it stands, is extending his championship advantage. Nick Yellerly has recovered well, but it looks like it will only be 4th place once the penalty is applied. Praying, giving it absolutely everything. If it finishes like this with the penalty applied to the car ahead, Larry Tenford will not finish in first. That will go to Andlauer if he can complete the next 4.3 kilometres, 2.6 miles. Andlauer looks set for victory, but who will come home in 2nd place? It looks likely to be a VWT Lechner racing car, but which one? Building up higher speed on the racetrack, trying a different move, trying the dummy. Can Preyning keep it slowed down? There's a lock up there, they're both going very deep as well. And Amon Muller has done the difficult part. He's had a little bit of momentum check there. Can Yellerly get in the mix and get past Preyning? Really strong exit though. This really is the last clear-cut opportunity on the racetrack, unless you want to try something really dicey into the stadium. Preyning trying again, using every inch. We're on board with Nick Yellerly. The door may well swing open here. Preyning just about on the road. Amon Muller, all 4 wheels off the road, trying to scamper away from this. Nick Yellerly giving it everything. You could hear how early he was putting his foot to the floor, but still, somehow, the positions remain unchanged. Preyning's all-out assault on his teammate is not going to get him further up the order. Amon Muller seems to have done enough. Now, Nick Yellerly, can he improve his 14-point haul for what will be 4 over the line? And Preyning will find himself with 16 points if it stays the same, and I think it is likely to stay the same. So Julian Andlauer has been on the podium so far this year, but Larry Tenford will come out of the final corner as the first car across the line, but with the penalty applied, he will lose that position, and it's Andlauer who takes the checkered flag to win for the first time in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. Amon Muller will be in 2nd. Preyning will be 3rd, completing the podium. Nick Yellerly will be 4th. Van Lagen completes the top 5. And with the penalty applied to Larry Tenford, who jumped the start, it's Julian Andlauer who will stand on the top step. So Amon Muller unable to sew up the championship today, but he is able to extend his championship advantage. Nick Yellerly with a really strong drive. It's 5th on the road at this stage. But it will be upgraded. And the timing screen making the result official. Andlauer, the winner, ahead of Amon Muller. Preyning in 3rd. Yellerly from 9th on the grid to 4th in the race. Van Lagen was 5th. Latour 6th. And Tenford, after that penalty was applied, dropping down to 7th place. And we can now confirm there is our race winner. Disappointment for Tenford, whose team still cheered him across the line. But in 28 minutes, Andlauer achieving what he hasn't managed to do before in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. He will stand on the top step. Well done to him. A superb performance. He took the lead at the start. He was then passed after going deep, and wonderful support here for the drivers who were applauded. And it looked as if it could get very, very interesting at the end. The VWT Lechner racing cars did not give an inch to each other. That was excellent, excellent stuff. So we will have a last race decider for the championship, but for the first time at this level, it's race victory for Julian Andlauer ahead of Michael Amon Muller, who extends his